Go. Cool. Another question she asked was so stupid, but will you tell your boyfriend about your exes?
What's the question?
What? Will you tell your boyfriend about your exes? No. Why?
Because I feel like it's just irrelevant. Why do you have to worry about other people in the past? Because I don't really care about his exes, so why? Except I tell you, like, for the sake of it, but I don't feel like they need to know. It's not a necessity. Like, except I tell you, I'm like, oh, so and so, so. But it's not like, oh, I need to know. You don't need to know anything.
Okay. I'll go.
I feel like for me, I would I don't care to like not tell him, like I don't have anything to hide about it. So I would, because you know I've learned from it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's not really a secret. I could tell him it's not really deep for me. But for some people, they might not. It could be like some that are like sour, some that you know still like you know hurts. So everybody is different. You know, I mean, even that you still that you need to be like, oh yeah, you know, we started going out on the 5th of September 2015. You know what I mean? It's not like that. You just have to be, you know, you just have to be giving small. You don't need to know every single detail. That's what I feel.
I think whether you tell or you don't tell, regardless, like something is going to bring it up.
True.
Like, if along the line, like you do something similar to one of, like something is going to bring an ex situation. But personally, I don't like. It's not what's important about it, except if like maybe there's a significant lesson I learned from a particular relationship that I'd want to talk to you about, or like tell you like, oh look, my relationship was like this, it was toxic. I wouldn't like if both of us are like this. Like aside that, what is the X is past. Now we are in the present.
Yeah. She.
Yeah, I agree. It's important, but I don't have a problem or an issue sharing things about my past. Because I feel like those things, they do have influence on you, and they do kind of build your character as well. So I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing this information. But as Jamaica said, I don't think it's mandatory. I wouldn't like voluntarily bring up unless you asked or had a reason to.
Okay. You know the advice that Shadow Spin give to her. Do you think that is the reality of the world today?
Absolutely, 100%. 110%. But people are oblivious. They don't want to believe it, but that's actually the fact. That's true.
What do you like? What advice? Is it about the heating?
I don't think it was
about,
Oh.
She was just like her opinion, like
going back.
Of her going back. That she might like not. She might like forgive him. She might be upset about it, but then like eventually, if she really likes the person, then she'll go back to the person, which is what a lot of girls do nowadays. So they're just being honest.
Wow.
See. Hopefully, this will never be my issue or any other issue. But me, I will first deal with him in a way that he will regret ever doing it again. And if it's that we get back together, fine. But I've taught you that lesson. That even now, if you raise your hand to hit me, you will look at a mirror or something and you will punch that thing first and it will break and it will shatter your hand first. And that pain will help you remember the pain that you suffered that first time that you made the mistake and hit me. Never in your life. Never in your life.
Come on.
But you will still go back to the person eventually.
If it's not guaranteed that I would.
Yeah.
But that I did
you consider it.
Well, I would have to obviously think about it. I'd have to think about, you know, this is just a practice. I would need to think about how long the relationship. If it's new,
I feel like it's easier said than done.
X'd it. If it was this fresh, bye.
Yeah,
Listen,
still very
are you
fresh.
early on, you're mad. And see, I've gone back to his house, knocked down his door. I would have gone, with a bat and broken all the glass for you to know. Listen,
Come on.
But
My
violence
father.
is not that. You can't do violence with violence.
no. I understand.
Break every
I feel like
chain.
you can do as you wish.
Like, you have to learn. It's not just you'll just be doing, because he'll go and do it somebody else. Let somebody teach you that this thing is not just easy. You can just be going throwing your hand around everywhere. Backhand. Has her mum
I
or
feel
dad?
like you can't teach someone else's son how to behave. Like, I feel like me personally, if that's what he's gonna do, that's his own business. I didn't raise this guy, so I'm not gonna teach you not to raise your hand on a woman, because it's something that you should know already. And if you don't know, that's a satanic. That's
Satanic.
You are preaching. You are preaching.
that's a
What's that preaching? What do you mean she's preaching?
But I just can't let.
Preaching.
I can't let.
See,
Oh, man.
if the truth about it is that,
commonly.
in as much as we don't want to like accept it, there's a difference between a mistake and abuse. Like there are two different things here, because there are times that this guy has hit his girl one time, like he was genuinely really angry, maybe not even at heart, I don't know, and he never did it again. Like he was genuinely sorry, blah blah blah. He moved on, they've been happy ever since. Then there's a difference when it's a continuous, when he slaps you, he buys you flowers, he punches you, he will buy you flower, he kicks you,
Flower girl.
like there are two different things. There's difference between an abusive person and like what you were saying, how you teach him that about like that he shouldn't do it to any other person. He can only learn that if he hits you by mistake. If he's an abusive person, he will as you're coming with bats, he's coming with his car. You two talk to jam each other. And that's the truth. And for you to hit someone so short within the relationship, that means that
They're not even dating. They're not even dating. That's the thing.
Oh, you guys are not even dating.
They're just talking.
I get what you mean.
It's not like there was a previous argument or something. She just dropped a glass and you slapped her like that. There was nothing heated at that moment for you to, like, you can't even make an excuse like, oh, you know, I was getting very angry. I'm like this when I'm angry. Like, nothing made you angry. So,
would you feel the same way if she provoked him?
Like, or like if she provoked,
like, let's say she spat on him, or let's say there was an argument, she provoked him. Would you still have the same opinion?
Yeah, but like I'm not. It's not a forum to justify anything that he's like he do. But you can say it's like when you're convicting someone for murder now, for instance, because of the reaction towards the murder, you can say, oh, it's manslaughter. You get what I mean? Because maybe the person was pushed. So you can say, he was angry. Maybe he has anger issues or something. Or it's not a justification. You shouldn't, regardless. But you can be like, this one that he used to punch people when he's angry. That's why he reacted like that. But this one that his mother did not die, his father did not die, nobody.
But I don't think we know that.
Huh?
I don't think we know like the background of Carmen for us to like kind of like.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know. I don't want to know. You should just get out. You should get out.
Like, even if, like, you know, he gets angry and stuff like that, just him hitting her there was just unjustified. There was just no. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, even if it was that she provoked him and he reacted in that kind of way, I mean, you know, even though his actions isn't justifiable, people will say, oh, but she did this. And then he retaliated and then he hit her or whatever. But when there was no provocation, is it that he was provoked by the sound of the glass shattering? Was that what, you know?
Maybe
you know
he has a phobia for glasses.
Or maybe he has PTSD.
That has to be it. Because there's no other explanation. It didn't make sense. And
it has a phobia for glasses.
You know what it is as well, yeah? The worst part of it all is that these guys are not even dating yet.
Yeah.
They are dating.
Dating what, please? They're not even dating.
they're seeing each other there.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
talking. They're talking, but that's like he hasn't asked her out at all.
What's the difference between dating and talking? Because me, I don't even know myself.
Me too, I
They-
really want to know for
Well,
the future.
I think
But
Is
Personally.
dating like boyfriend and girlfriend? I thought dating is when
Yeah.
you're getting to know someone.
see if you get to know someone, I think it's talking. I'm gonna lie to you. When you're just talking, like you're just talking in it. Like
No,
I'm
but
just know you on.
I think that's what we call it. I think they address that
Yeah.
as dating. But then the moral of it is that they're not together.
Mhm.
So I think it's just too fresh in the relationship to be. Perhaps if it was like, let's say 2 years down the line, he's never done that before. Maybe.
Then
It's still not
yeah,
just the
then
fact
I can hear what's
it's only
popping.
been like a few days. Get
Just
it
a few days. AJ,
Oh, God.
AJ, if your
What's
girl
the
hit
point?
you, will you go back to her?
If she hits me,
If I slap you now, what's
if
it
she
gonna be?
slap me,
If I slap
Give
you,
you a hot slap.
she will
Backhand.
sleep, man.
I'll
Shebi
sleep.
she will sleep in the night. She will sleep.
My friend, she was
By the
asleep.
time Vit has done Nike sign on your head, no.
My friend, she was asleep. I can't deal with this guy. I can't deal with this
Man,
guy.
but like, okay, seriously, like, if any girl, whether we're dating or not, if you lay your hands on me, I'm walking away because. And the worst thing you can do at that point is try and stop me from leaving. Because some girls like to feel like Wonder Woman. I will just shift you and
Shade,
go where I'm going
shade.
because
She just threw
they
shade.
will just see. Another issue I have with this whole thing here is a tricky thing to talk about is some girls, not all girls, some girls feel like, oh, because they say boys don't have the right to hate girls, and they take advantage of it, and they just go around slapping people. No, but like that's actually what
This
happens.
guy's hurt. This guy's hurt.
No, that's actually what happens. And like,
That's true.
in return, if a guy is being pushed, not everybody has that self-control. If a guy is being pushed to that point now, and then he makes that mistake of let his hand just bruise,
No touch me.
just touch her
No,
face
no.
slightly like this. They have finished dragging him on Twitter. That's Zoom. What you know now, you've not seen wife to marry because they have tagged him as woman beater. See, this whole thing, let's not even get into it. It's a sensitive topic to talk about, man. I'm just
I know,
walking
man.
away because
It is.
if I hear you back and you end up in the hospital, please, I'm not ready.
That's the thing. Like, if she hits him first and she hits her back, the story is going to be, a guy is not meant to touch a woman. So like, but why is she now touching him? Like, are we not all human beings? Why is there a particular sex that can hit and the other sex cannot hit? Like, what's that? If you don't want to be hit, don't hit. Like, nobody should even hit anybody. Why are you punching people? Are you a psychopath?
Are you a boxer? Come down.
You.
Go to the box. Go to the gym. Go to the boxing ring. And fight. People knock you out.
Why? If you have so much
I'm telling you,
physical
man.
energy to express, then you go to a boxing ring, you join wrestling, you express it that way. You don't hit people anyhow. No,
Trust
man,
me, like-
woman, whatever you are, you don't do what. No, that's crazy.
Trust me. Now let's go to our last character. Diddy.
Oh,
Diddy.
This is a
I
bad.
find
My
it so
first
cute.
question. My
I
first
find
question.
it so cute when she met the children.
Yeah, my first question.
Yeah, that was
My first
just so
question to everyone, all the girls here: will you marry someone who has kids?
yeah, share my
Absolutely.
from
Yes. I
Do I
would.
do that?
Yeah,
Huh?
I will.
No issue with it. I will. I
I
mean,
feel like people that wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like that's just a bit like, that's my point. I feel like that's just a bit selfish if you don't feel like you can marry someone with kids.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just my opinion because it's like people, I don't know, Sha.
some people feel like some people can't handle. It's like the same thing with people that can't adopt children. Like they can't handle they can't love another person's child
That's not their own.
What's the theirs?
So like they can't be with someone that has kids. And some people, even if they like, some people don't want to have kids because they like that attention. So they feel, oh, you already have kids. Your kids are your priority. You won't give me that attention. You know, at the beginning of a relationship, there's this beautiful thing that you guys have with each other for the fact that it's just both of you. So like you're not distracted, you're not confused. Especially newlyweds, like that period, that phase where there are no kids, get to know each other. So they feel like if you have kids already, we won't have that connection. We'll be focused on how to get the kids to school. How would we do this for the children? Like, how would we learn about ourselves as married people? Some people feel like, me, I can marry someone with children, so I don't have it. Yeah. So,
AJ.
Another perspective. Can you marry a woman with children? If I born now, will you marry me?
It's a bit of a sticky one still. Nah, I'm messing around. I don't think I'm married. I've never really thought of it, but I don't think I'm married. As far as the kids don't have any issue with me, and like we all get along. I don't think there's any big deal with that.
It's
for me, go hard though. Some of the kids, it's just oh my god.
Man, for the typical Nigerian man, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. All right, cool. So guys, huh?
What do you mean? There's no point?
Like, because I'm not gonna think about it. No point thinking about it. All right, cool. So, how do you guys feel about Vivi and the last part? How do you think? Yeah.
I think that one thing I give Skinny Girls a thumbs up for is Didi's character development. Like in every season, you can literally see one thing that Didi grows. Like Didi has grown into obviously at the beginning of the season, she was like, "Oh man, can I talk to this one? Oh, he's married. Yeah, sorry, he was married. He has children. Ah no, God forbid."
So picky.
But now you can see that she's trying to be more understanding. Even like last season, when she used to fight with everybody, like, why?
You know why?
Why?
See.
Why?
Girls, please. Don't fight me here.
We'll fight you. Just
the older the woman gets, the lesser her options. Is that?
No.
That's not true.
No.
Wait. I think.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Let's say now, the first season she was, let's say, 28. She'll be like, "Oh no, I don't want this one. I want this one." You pick and choose and stuff. Let's say now, season 3, she's 30, and now season 6, she's 38. She's like, "Oh God, oh my God, oh my God," and then she's like, "Okay, I don't mind that." You think it's real? It's true.
I don't agree with you, because in this day and age, there's no, like, you can freeze your eggs if you don't want to have children now. You can have children with anybody if children is the option.
Not Didi.
Not Didi. What's the difference between Didi and other women?
Because, oh my God, if you notice,
I don't think it's an option thing, because at first the way she was firm about not wanting to be with him, like you could see that her mind was made up, like she wasn't going to go back until like she spoke to her friend and she's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like sometimes you need that friend, like your friend, to be like, "Girl, you need to put things in check." But I don't think there's anything that has to do with like her like clock ticking, because Didi was ready not to settle. You know, Didi was ready to continue her escapades. So I don't agree with you. I refuse to.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else?
I just think that, I don't think it had anything to do with age. I just feel like it was just her literally being more understanding and really just looking at the situation. When she spoke to that woman, and that woman said, she can't be with somebody who won't accept her children, because it's a bit. It will definitely come across insensitive, because I think, like she said, like it's like they don't want to accept what's precious to them. Do you know what I mean? If you don't want to accept that, then really, do you know what I mean? But she had to really understand that from somebody else's point of view, put herself in his shoes and understand that, it wasn't that it was something that he just wanted it to be that way, but this is just how the situation is. He's a single dad. It doesn't change who he is, and he still loves her, and he still cares for her. So
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay. Fair enough. Last thing before we go. Next week is the season finale. It's gone so fast. Like, when did this start?
Are they gonna finalize it tomorrow? Next week?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be the end of season 6, but there's definitely
Gonna be
gonna be season 7. They have to because I think. Alright, cool. I think for next season, I think Kwame is gonna slap or will slap Shalawa again, but this time
Next
at the
season.
end. But this time,
you'll slap her next Friday. Just wait.
let's say slap her or beat her like this time, and then next season they'll have her, Mohammed, all that stuff happening again. But next week, I think Shalawa will get beaten up. That sounds wrong, man. That sounds so wrong. Yeah, I think they'll beat up again. What do you guys think?
I feel like these guys should start focusing on like they are dropping actual like issues, like societal issues, but like they're not. Like I feel like this episode should have been focused more on what happened between Kwame and Shaliwa, because they just like showed bits and pieces of it. Like it wasn't targeted there, so the message was not really clear.
Yeah.
And then it's too short. Like, okay, I guess why it's short, but like something like this, you can't just treat it as something, because these are people that are actually going through things like this. If they watch your show, they would like to understand, like, and see that, okay, it's not only them, I'm not alone, so someone can get over this, so that means I can too. Like, it can be a saving grace for some women in abusive relationships. So like making it short and just touching on it doesn't really help, because you're going to be like, that is not like what I went through. My own is more important, or my own is like more serious than. I just feel they should start like really hitting the nail on the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely need to focus on it more, because it's definitely a deep issue, and we also need to see, like, people need to see how to deal with these things and how they can really come out of it, and also the support that they need to show some support for Shalewa. Like Shalewa needs to get to that and feel like she can be open and honest about it, and speak up and talk about it, because loads of times many women they just shy away and they just they hide in it and be going through it in silence and nobody knows, and then when they're going out they're covering and stuff like that.
Makeup.
Let's see the other side. Let's see the side where she's able to open up sooner rather than later and be like, this is what happened, and get that support she needs to really sort out the situation earlier, instead of for her to be more invested and for time to then go, and it's like a year down the line, and that's when she's had enough eating and she's ready to.
I want to ask a question, and anyone can answer. What advice do you have for someone who's going through the same thing that Shalawa is going through? Not the same thing. Someone who is actually who gets beat up at home and stuff, or
I feel like you should.
Say again?
I said I feel like you should tell someone close to you, like someone that you trust, and then probably report it to the police, because I feel like you have to set yourself free, and you have to tell the police or tell someone that close to you, let's say like your mom or like a friend that you really trust. But just the person should just know that they're not alone. There are other people going through it, and then it's not gonna last forever. It's just gonna be temporary, and everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine, but please don't stay in there. Run for your life.
I think
take your shoe, Madalono, get out from there.
I also agree, like, talk to someone about it, because this is a situation that is very, like, it's very hard for you to go through this alone. because you're going to be with this person. You're not going to know what this person is capable of anymore, because that's a shocker for you to hit someone you claim to love. It questions everything within you. Like, so what is love? Do you really love me? Are you lying to me? Like, all those questions start coming, and that's not something that you can handle alone. And then also, you're trying to not, like, if it's a situation of you guys were really deep into the relationship, you need to step back and look at things from a father perspective, because things will really not look like what it seems. And then you need to talk to, aside from your friends can only advise you to a certain level. They really don't know what you're going through. But there's a beauty in counseling. Talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, talk to someone, a professional that probably has dealt with, and they would literally put you through it, because as your friend, you can only give so much. I don't know as much, you don't know as much. We are all experiencing it for the first time, so we can't really tell. So speak to someone that can advise you thoroughly, and you can be completely open, and like you can tell everything too, because, and if you can run away, sir.
Yeah, trust me, that's true, man. Anyone else?
Yeah, I also say, like, if you, when you like think about the situation, if there's like any triggers, anything that triggers the situation to like happen on and on, like just really think about it, assess it, and think about like boundaries that you can put in place yourself to try and avoid those kind of compromising situations where that can happen, and just try to really just abstain from all of those kind of, you know, negative vibes and everything as much as possible, so that you're not in that.
Yeah. No one else before we close? Yeah. Cool. Guys, that was good, man. But this week's episode wasn't that great.
No,
wasn't that great, because I think it was cut short. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that was it. Hopefully next week's one is good. Hopefully. And I want to try and get more people here for next week. It's going to be okay.
I wish Tiwa finds out and just beats this Kwame.
Huh?
I wish Tiwa would find out and just beat Kwame. Like, just go with me there and break all his skulls.
If they catch Kwame, that's head.
Yeah, it will be middle. Tiwa is she's very calm. She can get upset, but she's very calm. It's more Didi want to, you know, take action.
True.
That's what you need there.